you doing? Welcome to another video. This is Black Shy Guy, and as always, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you're not a resident of Chi-Town yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And as always, sincerely, thank you for sitting at my table. We are here to discuss another topic which involves Nintendo, and yes, a lot of people are in dismay, are full of anger for the simple fact that Nintendo has priced its system for the amount of $79.99 for the games alone and $449.99 for the system. And listen, if you're not getting the system without the Mario Kart, you're losing out. You should just get the system that includes Mario Kart, because in actuality, you're getting a price cut for Mario Kart, because it's basically what, a $20 to $30 price cut on Mario Kart if you get the system that includes Mario Kart World. But all in all, people are really upset at the price, and everybody only has one person to blame, and it's not Nintendo. Listen, let me step into my office. Everybody's upset at Nintendo for their price hike, right? Everybody's upset at Nintendo for their price hike, but they only have one person to blame, and that's the consumers themselves. That's the consumers themselves. You can't blame Nintendo or the other systems, PlayStation or Xbox or whatever the case may be when it comes to the entertainment gaming world for their price hike. You showed them that you can afford it. You showed these retailers that you can afford anything they put out with any price tagged on them. There are special editions that released in the amount of $99.99 and it's sold out within minutes. There are special editions that are also released, let me lower it down, at $79.99, and you guys go out and go haywire for it. Sold out within minutes. There are so many special editions that are included in today's world that people do not waste time in purchasing them. And now when a company matches the price to what you basically showed them you can afford, you're mad. You're mad. Oh my God, Nintendo, how dare you? How dare you? What you mean? You showed them all this time that you're able to afford it. Not one time did you fight back against the prices that they were putting on special editions, etc., on special controllers, on system updates that include a slimmer version of the system. You guys go out and buy it without any hesitation. Now you guys are going to be kind of contradictory and complain when Nintendo does a price hike on their system and in their games. You showed them that you're able to afford it. So what are you talking about? The consumer has no one to blame but themselves. I don't care what you put down in the comments. And listen, like I always say, everyone who follows me understands what I always say, okay? I'm not above correction at all. You could correct me if you want. You could correct me if you want. I'm not above correction whatsoever. But I'm gonna say this to the consumer. If you show a company that you're able to afford anything they put out, despite the price on it, which includes a price tag of $99.99 when it's only a special edition game, they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to take advantage of that and put that price hike on regular freaking games. If you're showing the company that you're willing to rebuy a system for the simple fact that there's a slimmer version, yes, there's a couple of upgrades on it as well. But if you're showing the company that you're also willing to dish out an additional $400 to $500 on a system that you already possess, you're showing them once again that the price is not a freaking deterrent for you. That you're willing to spend whatever. So now that Nintendo chooses to price hike their freaking software and also their freaking controllers in their games, you guys are mad. You guys are mad. You guys are so upset for the simple fact that Nintendo took advantage of the very thing that you had no problem in doing. You had no problem buying that special edition. You had no problem buying that better, slimmer version of the Nintendo system, or the better upgrade of the PlayStation system. You're willing to cough up the extra $500, even though you already have the system, but you want a better system, and you're willing to throw out another $500 on another system. Companies are seeing this. So now that they're basically matching your actions and raising up the price hike, obviously there's other things that are going on when it comes to this price hike. You know, there's a lot of things going on when it comes to this price hike, the economy, etc. But I don't want to get into that. What I'm talking about is the fact that we got a lot of whiners and complainers. And yes, I'm going to say it. A lot of people may be mad at me, but listen, there's a lot of whiners and complainers complaining about the Nintendo prices. When I look into your library, how many special edition games you got, huh? How many times did you rebuy your system, huh? Even though you already had a system that was well more than capable of doing the same thing that new system does. How many times? This is what the company is looking at. So you know what the company does in the board meeting? They're like, the consumer has no problem in doing any of these actions. They willing to rebuy systems in the price tag of $500 to $600. They're willing to buy special editions that cost $100. They're willing to buy freaking anything for whatever price. So now they're going to match it. They're going to match your actions. Now you're bitter. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Yes, Nintendo has a big problem when it comes to this situation. Yes, because a lot of people are used to Nintendo having a cheaper price tag on their system. So when a lot of people are used to something, they want the same until it changes. That's when they're upset. Let's go into what the Nintendo had to say. This is an article by Wesley Yang Po. Former Nintendo PR manager says switch to a Mario Kart World price backlash is a true crisis moment for Nintendo. It is. It is. Despite the fact that they don't want to, some people don't want to admit it. It is. But despite that, it's the consumer's fault. We all know that. It's the consumer's fault. Because if you didn't buy every single thing that came out, if you didn't buy the special editions, and let me add this. I should have added this before I went into my little rant. Did I buy special editions? Absolutely. A lot of people's going to look at my stuff back here, and they're going to see the Ellie, they're going to see the link back there. Yeah, I bought special editions, I bought statues, but I'm not complaining about the price tag. I knew the price was going to go up. I absolutely knew the price was going to go up on the systems, especially with the tariff situation going on, and now Nintendo basically stating that the tariff is a very big problem for them. So the price tag of the Nintendo may actually go up to $600. I don't know if that's true, but I digress. Hey, the thing about what's going on with Nintendo is going to happen to every other system as well. When GTA releases, GTA is not going to release in a price tag of $69.99. No, it's not. GTA is definitely going to release in a price tag of $79.99 or even higher. Imagine the special edition of GTA, and I bet you it sells out within minutes. The minute it hits the market, I bet you that sells out within minutes. I bet people won't have a problem buying a collector's edition of GTA. I bet you they won't. Yeah, people are complaining about the price tag of Nintendo. Oh, the price tag of Nintendo. Oh my God. Cry me a river. But let's go into what the former Nintendo PR manager is saying about the situation involving Nintendo. Amid the ongoing backlash to Nintendo's shock pricing for the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World, two former Nintendo PR managers have described the situation as a true crisis moment for Nintendo. Speaking in a video on their YouTube channel, former Nintendo of America PR manager Kit Ellis and Krista Yang criticized Nintendo for the way it revealed the $449.99 price of the Switch 2 and the $79.99 price of the Mario Kart World. They didn't even release it in the Nintendo Direct. It wasn't released during Nintendo Direct. The price tag was released separate from that because they didn't want to face backlash on their own YouTube video. They did not want the comments to be so negative. So obviously they're not going to release the price tag during the showcase. So in a way, I disagree with them. I don't blame Nintendo for not revealing the price tag, because when they didn't reveal the price tag, everybody was excited for Nintendo. Everybody was excited for the games they were watching. I mean, everybody was excited for the sequel to Hollow Knight. Everybody was excited to the new Metroid. Everybody was excited for the new Mario Kart. It was an amazing showing for Nintendo. I don't care how many people disagree with me about that. It was an exciting showing for Nintendo. Let's continue. I don't want to blow things out of proportion, but this does feel like a true crisis moment for Nintendo, Ellis said. Mario Kart World isn't the only Nintendo Switch game to cost $79.99. Some Nintendo Switch 2 edition titles, such as The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, also cost $79.99. You don't want to get it? Answer them with your wallet. Don't get it. Don't support it. Simple as that. Nintendo has even come under fire for charging for the Switch 2 tutorial video game experience. I do disagree with that. 100%. A tutorial video game experience should not cost not even $10. I believe it's $10 or something like that. It should not even cost $10. It should be free. I don't know why they're even charging people for that experience. It's ridiculous. An experience through your system, especially tutelage, should be free for the fact that they supported your system. It's ridiculous that they're charging for that. Nintendo should be well aware of that. And I hope they change it. But let's continue. Which fans have said should be a free pack in Astro's Playroom? For example, come pre-installed on every PlayStation 5 console, which is exactly true. And the pricing has been spilled over into Nintendo's Treehouse live streams, which are overrun with viewers spamming drop the price in the chat. And that was hilarious. I did witness that. Drop the price tag in the comment section of the Nintendo stream. It was crazy, and it's getting very chaotic, and Nintendo knows it. Nintendo sees the backlash. Nintendo, in a way, no matter the outcry, I believe they're going to stick with it. I think they're going to stick with the pricing. I don't think they're going to drop the pricing on their system. I don't think at all they're going to drop the pricing on their system at all. And once again, I say it's the cause of the consumer. Everything has happened because of the consumer. The actions the consumer chose to take in buying anything that cost a hefty amount. They don't care. They'll run out and get it. I mean, there are remade games that people are buying despite the fact that they already have the original copy. People are rebuying these games. For what reason? Why? You already know the story. You already beat it. Why are you buying a remake of the game? Because you know what you're telling? You know what you're telling the makers, or you know what you're telling the companies? That you're willing to rebuy the very same thing that you brought last time for $70. So you're basically paying for the same game $140. Then they'll remake it again 3 years later. You'll buy it again. Which would be, you're basically paying $210 plus tax. Stop showing these people that you're willing to put out for anything. I would really like to see the comments down below. Make sure you stay respectful. And as always, I don't stand above correction. This is Black Shy Guy. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not a resident of Chi-Town yet. And as always, thank you for sitting at my table. I'm out of here. Peace.
Dunking and hitting jumpers, kept Marvin Rich with him. Leo Rose like, why you dump us? Saturday's deposit, chasing SunTrust. Word to Donald that no one will ever trump us. About to put that in my bio.